Just one day I decided, this sounds like a fun hobby. And at the time there was a small little shop down in the Quay in Waterford, and he sold home brew kits, and I just went down and said, okay, what do I need? And it kind of went from there really. Tom and I were sitting having a couple of beers one night, and he was the one that said, you know what, in 10 years time we could be sitting in some pub in town drinking someone else's Dungarvan beer, or it could be us, and if we didn't do it, someone else is going to jump in and do it. Today we're brewing Copper Coast, a red ale. I mean, they're full kernels, so this is just basically cracking them open. We're not trying to make flour, we're just trying to get at the starch in the middle of them. Because ultimately, that starch will convert to sugar, will convert to alcohol. Copper Coast, which is a red ale. It's red in colour, so we add caramel crystal malt to it to give that colour and a bit more malty sweetness to it. The Copper Coast runs pretty much from outside Dungarvan down to Tramore. It's a geopark, but it's old copper mines along the coast, so it's known as the Copper Coast. We have our core beers, and then on top of that we do seasonal beers. We have a coffee and oatmeal stout, and that comes out every winter. Because we're small, we're flexible, we can decide to brew something different and experiment. So one that we brought out this spring is Curious Orange, which is a saison beer that we've added orange peel and thyme into. It's sort of a French Belgian style beer with a little bit of tartness to it, and then you have the sweetness of the orange. We've also brewed a seaweed saison, which was a collaboration with a Norwegian brewer. We've been very lucky. We've won a few different awards. It was my proudest one, and it came in 2011, so we were barely a year old, and our Blackrock Stout won a bronze medal in the International Brewing Awards, which some people call the Oscars of brewing. So I went over to London to collect the cert and the medal, so it was a proud moment for me, all right. So we've also appeared in the 350 best beers in the world. Our Copper Coast got to mention that as well. So I mean, anything like that is always a boost to your confidence, any kind of recognition. We won awards with Blas na HÉireann as well, even with the local Chamber of Commerce we've won awards. My philosophy when it comes to brewing is keep it simple. I mean, beer is 4 ingredients. It's malt, hops, yeast and water. So everything we do is that. Now we have like our Curious Orange, or seaweed saison, or coffee and oatmeal, where we will add extra ingredients, but in the base of all that, it's a simple 4 ingredients, as natural as possible. We try to do as little as we can with them. We don't filter it, we don't pasteurize it. We bottle condition, so it's a live product. I mean, there's yeast in all of our bottles. That's a live, living organism. So the thing is slowly evolving and changing. It's an interesting hobby. You end up with beer at the end of it.